Hello, this is John Paval of Access Arts Live with our Sunday live stream update. And this Sunday, we've got chamberworks for harps and for strings and for cello and piano. We've got Mendelssohn on the organ. We've got orchestras playing Shostakovich at 7 and Dvorak's 9. So let's go and let me tell you all about them. Let me just make sure. Now Instagram is live with us too. Okay, so you've got the photos of all the people I'm going to be talking to you about just to my right. And it starts out, I'm starting a little early. It's 10 o'clock in the morning here in Europe. So because the first two pieces, live streams are already at noon. At noon, at 6 o'clock in the evening, KRAT time. That's out in Siberia, which is noon on the in Europe, 6 in the morning on the East Coast, 3 in the morning, late night Saturday night in LA, and 10 o'clock in the evening down under in Australia. The Tomsk Philharmonic, conducted by Igor Berendeev, will be live streaming Shostakovich's 7th. That's all they'll be doing. This is part of a masterwork series where they play one major work by a composer at a time. If you want to hear how the Russians see and experience and play Shostakovich in the heart of Russia, this is your chance. At the same time, though, you've got another excellent choice at noon, which is March Vivo's live stream of harpist Claudia Besné. She'll be playing contemporary pieces by composers for the harp, and also a couple of pieces by modern Spanish composers from the 20th century. So it's modern and contemporary. That's at the same time, noon here in Europe, corresponding times elsewhere. Claudia, she's in her mid to late 20s. She's from San Sebastian, but she lives in Lund. And she has played with the Malmo Opera Orchestra. Among other things, she also plays in a church series of concerts in Sweden. So she's here in Sweden. She's down there in Malmo, and I'm up here in Stockholm these days. Anyway, she got all of her training at the Mozarteum University of Salzburg, bachelor's, master's, and doctorate. The contemporary pieces she's playing, I'll give them to you very quickly. Isaiah Huegun's Let It Out, Anthony Sidney's Prelude for Harp No. 1, Eric Waldemar Sköld's Insectum No. 3, A Moth's Lamentation, Laura Hynninen's Anin Jag William and Valsi, that's a waltz in Finnish, I believe, and Caroline Lizotte's Galactic Suite, Opus 39, and then a couple of pieces by Spanish masters from the 20th century. Enjoy. Then 4 hours later at 4 o'clock in the afternoon here in Europe, 10 o'clock on the East Coast, 7 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast, St. Mary's Perryville has its Sunday quality live stream. This time it's the Elmore String Quartet with pianist Robin Green. They'll be playing a Haydn string quartet, and then with Robin Green, they'll be playing a piano quintet by Fauré. Robin Green is a renowned pianist and accompanist with an extensive recording discography to his name. You can look him up and find out all about him. The Elmore String Quartet was originally founded in Manchester. They are currently the Hans Kelly Chamber Fellows at the Guildhall School of Music and Drama, which is usually a sign of quality. So this is another quality live stream from Hugh Mathers' St. Mary's Perryville. All of this is free of charge, folks. Then, an hour after that, St. Eustace Church has its weekly Sunday live stream. This time it's Will Fielding, who's a student, a very advanced student at the Paris Conservatory, playing Mendelssohn. If you want to hear Mendelssohn on the organ, this is your chance. He's originally from up in Edinburgh in Scotland, and about 5 years ago decided to move down to France and immerse himself in the French organ tradition, and that's what he's doing. The reason it's him and not Thomas Hospital, one of the resident organists. Thomas Hospital did a fantastic appearance last night with the Cologne Philharmonic Orchestra. And then finally, the Philadelphia Chamber Music Society has a live stream this afternoon at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which would be noon on the West Coast, 9 in the evening here in Europe, 7 o'clock Monday morning down under in Australia. It's noted cellist Peter Wiley and the pianist Anna Polonsky playing piano cello sonatas by Brahms and Mendelssohn, and then 2 variations by Beethoven to open and close the concert. Peter, he's a top cellist who appears every year, once a year, with the Philadelphia Chamber Music Society. Years ago in the 90s, he was with the Beaux-Arts Trio, and then in the early 2000s, the Guarneri Quartet. He teaches at Curtis and Bard College. Anna is a Russian-born, but she came to the U.S. back in the early 90s and got her training at Interlochen in northern Michigan. I come from Michigan, so I'm happy to see that. Anyway, she's played with a lot of top chamber music groups and teaches at Vassar. Both of them are members of the Polonsky, Schifrin, Wiley trio with clarinetist David Schifrin, who is not with them today. And then finally, the New World Symphony is featured in a concert by the Scottsdale Symphony Orchestra, plus favorites by Verdi, Gounod, and Rossini. That's conducted by Vanya Gilmar Nikolovsky. This is a Macedonian-born conductor who studied opera and conducting in the 1990s at the St. Petersburg Conservatory, of all places, conducted at the Macedonian Opera, and became known as a composer. And then there's almost nothing in his bio until 2018, when he gets a doctorate in conducting at Arizona State. And for the last 4 years, he's been the chief conductor at the Scottsdale Symphony. So hats off to him. Looks like a new beginning for him. So I'm always enthusiastic to tell people when he's going to be conducting and live streaming. Folks, that's what we have for you today, Sunday, November 16th, 2025. Enjoy. And before I go, remember, if you want to do yourself a favor, if you love this kind of music and opera and ballet and other kinds of live performances online, follow and or subscribe to Access Arts Live. We are on YouTube, Facebook, X, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, and LinkedIn. Wherever you may find us, you're welcome to join us. And we'll make sure you get more than 1,000 live links to live performances like this all year long. Ciao for now. Have a good Sunday.